years ago, a friend invited me to join her for a desert retreat. Somewhere, nowhere. Nowhere all the way left. Just you and God. On paper, it sounded good. So I joined her. Long weekend, peace, end of the day, the sun sets, and it's time to go to sleep. It's like straw huts and rugs, like nomads rugs. And you're supposed to sleep. But I get a panic attack. I said, there's no way I'm going to sleep here. Let me have your car keys. She had like a pickup truck. And I took it and sat down my bed in the back of the truck. Next day we took off and we went back home. A few years later, I met a lady at a Marketing for Healers seminar, and we became good friends. A few years later, I took my training as a past life therapist, and I saw a past life. As I closed my eyes, I saw a desert scene, a big tent of nomads, lots of kids, camels and goats, like you see in the movies. One morning, everybody wakes up, besides me. I was a 10-year-old girl, and I'm dead. My mom shakes me, my dad, I'm dead. For no apparent reason. My mom really gets upset. She goes outside and she swears at God and she cries and she yells. She's like out of her mind. So the therapist asked me to identify the characters in the movie. So I was thinking who that person is. And my healer friend came to mind. The other question they asked me, the therapist, was, what was the cause of death? You're healthy, you're skinny. So I went back in time to the night before my death, and I saw a big brown scorpion that came and stung me here, right here in the head. And because I didn't have much body weight, it was poisonous and I died. So I was really shocked. After the session, I went online and I Googled. And what I remembered from the past life regression was this big dark brown scorpion had one claw bigger than the other. It was asymmetric, which is unique. And I found it. It's called Emperor Scorpion. And it's in Africa. My therapist at the session asked me where was everything taking place. And the name that came to me was Sudan, which is a country in Africa. I went back to my friend and I shared my experience. I said, I know it might sound cuckoo, but I want to share with you that I saw us as nomads in Africa and you were my mom and I died on you. My friend starts laughing, like cracking up. I said, what's wrong? I said, let me show you something. So she takes me to her backyard. And in the backyard, there's a nomad's tent. She has stuff there and she spends a lot of time there. And she rather sleeps there than in her home, which is a 3-bedroom nice home. She said, of course I was a nomad. There's no question about it. I love everything about it. I'm barefoot most of the time. Of course. Now, I've been camping before. I did camp before. But it was around greenery and water. So the trauma didn't come to the surface. But the combination of night and desert and the tent and sleeping on a rug brought the trauma up. So what we do, we heal it in the regression. We go back in time, we do retro healing, and we set you free of your trauma.